All right, welcome back, everybody. We are back with Storm King's Thunder after a very intense session last time. Had our first player deaths, and two of our heroic PCs have met their end by a pudding cup. Cool. So we'll be introducing new characters today. I apologize, my overlay is not updated, so we'll deal with that later. But the group has cleared the dripping caves. They've saved the villagers, the ones that remained. Droop has been killed. Droop no longer exists in this world after he stabbed Nebula in the throat. He was killed shortly after. Nebula coming back from more or less Valhalla to lend aid to her remaining companions that were getting there.
Ninga.
Yeah. What did I say? Nebula? Damn ends. Got too many people with N names. Anyway, Ninga. Sorry, I was watching the recording back, and I'm pretty sure I said Nebula like 12 times instead of Ninga. So sorry for the confusion on that. But she made it back and helped a little bit before almost dying again. Apparently, black pudding is nothing to mess with. But today we are going to be. We're going to say that pretty much after that, y'all kind of y'all went back to, or you made your way back to Nightstone with the villagers to ensure that they made it there. And when y'all arrived, the dwarf that y'all met in the caves will probably be talking to you. So I'm going to move y'all over. And I'm going to take...
Were the bodies brought back?
No. Edward performed a rite on them. A little quick prayer to. I'm not sure what page I just turned off.
Milo's on the screen. Just.
Yes, I know.
Okay, just saying.
Yeah, I'll be dealing with that shortly.
I thought you were muting your mic.
Ooh, sick burn. All right, so so Ninga, Nebula, and Edward, y'all are gonna be finding your way back to Nightstone, where the villagers have all started kind of like congregate in the center of town, and that's where Penelope also was. I'm not sure where her token is. Doesn't really matter at this point. There she is. Over there was Xerek. Sad. Rip. Anyway, so he's gone. Oh yeah, Nebula, I think you need to roll your hit dice for level 4 also. I don't think you ever did it, so if you want to go ahead and roll that. So as y'all return back to Nightstone, the villagers, they're kind of like assessing the damage. There wasn't near this much damage as they were leaving town, so they're kind of starting to look around and see the full scale of crap, I forgot to pull out chat box. The full scale of the damage that had been done. So what's this dude's name? So as everyone's kind of making their way back into town, okay, I forgot to pull out chat box. The full scale of the damage that had been done, and we're Twitchceptioning again. Awesome. All right, cool. Chat box, cool. All right. So Morak approaches the remainder of the group that made it back. I want to offer you my my thanks for getting us out of that godforsaken cave. I'm sure we'd all been fed to the rats if y'all wouldn't have shown up.
I eat rats for breakfast.
I'm sure one of your personalities does, but
I was thinking the same thing.
I know you're in mourning, but if y'all have the heart to do it, I have a favor to ask.
Haven't you asked enough favors?
Technically, he hasn't asked for any. I'll hear him out.
Well, my very close friend and neighbor, Darthag Ulgar, was eaten by the giant rats in that cave. He ran the Lion Shield Costers trading post in town, and his ex-wife runs a similar establishment in the city of Tribor. And I wonder if you make it that way, if you could deliver this sad news to her.
Sure thing. I don't mind giving use.
All right, I'm gonna put her name in the chat, but her name is Alaistra Ulgar.
Jesus, these syllables.
Yeah.
All right.
And like I said, everyone's just kind of like rummaging through stuff, picking through things, and after y'all kind of give the okay that y'all will go do that, everybody roll me a perception check that's here. So Ninga, Nebula, and Edward, please. And also, wait, time out before we do that.
Yeah.
Everyone make your way to the city square. As y'all do, y'all see Penelope still kind of studying the spot where the Nightstone used to be, and I'm not gonna lie, Corey, I forgot to even think about what you may have found out here, so we'll figure it out later.
It'll take her a little bit of time to figure out exactly what it all means.
Right. So Penelope, you're kind of sitting there, picking through things, picking up rocks, kind of writing notes down here and there. You look up and see three of your party approaching you.
Are the townsfolk with them?
They're all kind of filtering in, kind of like meandering around, looking at things.
Okay.
You were kind of pretty intent on what you were doing and didn't really notice until you kind of look up and saw people you actually noticed.
Oh, good, you found them. Wait, where are the others? Where's
They're dead.
Milo? Where's Xerek?
They're dead.
What happened?
I don't know. They died.
I'd like to put a hand up so Nebula could let me handle this. We had thought we were out, but a black pudding had appeared, and unfortunately they didn't make it out. Neither Xerek nor Milo.
Oh, that's horrible.
We all are on this mortal coil for a time, but eventually it comes for us all.
Milo always did have a bit more bravery than sense.
Well, if it makes you feel better, they've returned to the stars, and there's happiness to be had there. You want an
Okay.
apple?
Apple.
No, thank you. She just kind of flops down on the ground next to the hole.
Nigga comes and sits next to her. Doesn't say anything. Just sits.
I'm very uncomfortable by these displays of affection, and I don't really know what to do. But I see Ninga sit down, so I'm like, oh, this is what I need to do. So I'm gonna sit next to Ninga.
Okay.
This
Go ahead.
is my fault. It's my fault. I should have been there. Curiosity got the better of me, I suppose.
I don't think it's your fault.
Everyone that's sitting in, or sorry, you four, go ahead and roll me a perception check. Ninga, you can re-roll yours. Right. So as you're kind of saying this stuff, Penelope, you're kind of just looking up at the sky, kind of looking around as you're kind of starting to feel like you should take blame for what happened to Milo. You notice a cloud moving rather quickly and coming rather low to the ground, coming towards the front gate of the town.
That might be a problem. And I point up at the cloud. I think they're back.
Right. Coming towards the front gate of the town?
Yeah, it looks like it's getting ready to like touch down, like out in the field, out to the west of town. Like it looks like it's like lowering down to like land.
Axe out, here I go. Do.
Okay.
Oh, crap.
Careful that. I think it might be giants.
Might as well follow her.
Okay. Good.
Mhm.
Right. So as y'all kind of making your way to the front gate, the cloud kind of comes to a rest on the ground, and then like these little stairs start to like come out from the front and make their way to the ground. And right as they touch the ground, the front door of this building opens. The cloud lands, and there's like a castle, like a tower on top of it. And as you're looking at it, it's a very tall tower, and then it has like what looks like a wizard's hat setting on top of it, but it's huge. And it opens up, and a very old-looking giant comes walking out, all by himself. No one else, just by himself. Might have a picture of, but he is. But yeah, he makes his way out of the tower and starts to walk towards y'all. I guess I can't give you a picture. Okay, anyway. Let me see what it was. All right, here we go.
Penelope pulls out a pen of paper and starts sketching.
Okay. Yeah, so like I said, you see an enormous tower floating, billowy cloud. It looks like it's hundreds of feet tall. And the stairs that came out, they look like they're made of clouds. Like they don't look like they're actually made of anything except for like fluffy clouds. But as the giant is walking down, it's very sturdy. He just walks down like as he steps, like little puffs of cloud kind of come out from under his feet.
I want to run up to the giant with a
Okay.
dreamy look in my eye and be like, "You came from the sky?"
Right. So as you approach this giant, he's a very large cloud looking. I mean, you can only assume he's a cloud giant, but he's got windswept white hair and a wispy white beard and a billowy purple robe adorned with golden stars. And as Nebula approaches and says this, he kind of looks down at you, and a big smile comes across his face, and he's hello there. My name is Zephyros. And who might you be?
Ah, what a splendid name. I am Nebula. I too hail from the stars.
Oh, well, I don't come from the stars, but I've talked to them a few times.
They speak back. They talk to you too.
Why wouldn't they talk back if I talked to them?
And I kind of look at my party members and I'm like picking up his robes. And I'm like looking at this amazing cloak. And I'm like, they speak to me too. Ah, we'll be the best of friends.
And he kind of just motions to the doors behind him and offers, please come inside.
Come on, friends.
And he looks over at the rest of the party. I'm guessing y'all are looking a little apprehensive at this point.
A little.
Definitely.
More fascinated, really.
Okay, but he looks over at y'all and he looks down at Nebula and I'm guessing those are friends of yours.
I mean, Ninga is. Penelope's a little sad. She could do with some cheering up, but yeah, they're all right.
Lost 2 companions, have you?
Go away. Go, devil. Go, devil. Anyway, I look kind of sad now, and I'm like, yeah, Milo died.
And
Well-
Xerek?
Oh, yeah, him too.
Well, I don't know if you take solace in this, but it was fated for them to die. I was looking for 6, and I already had 2. Therefore, you 4 were the ones destined to find me. I have been watching you for quite some time now. I need you to come with me immediately. We have a lot to discuss and a long trip ahead.
My feet are tired.
Wait.
Could you carry me on your shoulder?
What do you mean you've been watching us? Scrying? Is this scrying you're talking about?
No, my little one. I've been watching you from the clouds. I
Did you
speak.
do this? And she nods over her head to all the rocks strewn about the town.
No, I can assure you, I most certainly did not. I am not a heathen like the rest of my brethren.
I wanna insight check him.
Okay.
I'm gonna glare at Penelope, and I'm like, he came
He's
from
totally
the sky. Penelope.
No, he seems to be telling the truth. Like he's shown no ill will towards you. He seems really friendly. I will say, just by looking at him, you can kind of tell that he's a little off. You're not sure why yet, but he seems like he might be. That might be the reason him and Nebula get along so well, is because they're both a little, you know.
Touched.
Both a little
Could a
what?
bit touched.
Yeah. So
Little spot.
he looks down at Nebula and tells her that he's not going to give you a ride on his shoulders. That he's old and his bones are not what they used to be. So just
He's a
very
big
large,
giant, right? So he has big feet.
Big
I'm
bone.
just gonna sit on his boot.
very well.
I'm gonna walk
And-
up to join them.
Right.
Can you put his name in the chat? Zebra? How do you spell that?
Give me a sec. But yeah, so he motions for the rest of y'all to follow him, and he's just going to make his way back up the stairs.
Alright, I follow.
Let's follow the old giant.
Okay,
And
I'm gonna
hopefully not die.
all right, I'm gonna move y'all over. There might be other tokens on here that don't belong to any of y'all. That belongs to the other two. So just ignore them for the moment.
Penelope's going to be poking and prodding the cloud, especially where the stairs are, where it seems solid.
Right. So
Scribbling some notes down.
like as you touch them, your hand goes straight through, and it does like what a cloud should do.
Mhm.
And it makes you kind of a little apprehensive as to whether or not you should step on them. But you watch Nebula just run right up. No ill
That-
effects.
Is interesting. Scribble, scribble.
And I'm gonna move y'all over in 1 second. I gotta make sure we got everybody on.
Did you say what kind of giant he was?
Just judging by the fact that he's riding on a castle cloud,
You were
you assume that he's a cloud giant.
A cloud giant.
Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna move y'all over. It's got the dynamic lighting. Everything's lit up, but you can't see through walls and stuff, so you won't be able to see everything. And move some stuff around. All right, so where is he? Oh, here he is.
Craig or mask.
I think Emma went to get tea, so we'll wait for her to get back before we continue talking. Just play that for now. But yes, like I said, the clouds, like I said, they act like clouds should until you begin to walk on them, and then they turn rather hard, and little puffs of cloud come out from underneath your feet as you step up. But you're able to walk up them with relative ease. Y'all are at the bottom of the map, by the way.
already.
Yes, you should see nothing because I don't have you on the map quite yet. But you will be short.
What did I miss?
Nothing. We're waiting for you to get back.
Here I am.
All right. So as y'all enter, he walks in. As you enter, there's like some large blue curtains in the doorway, and as you push your way through the curtains, it opens up into a large room with at the back of which it hangs like a blue curtain that flaps in the breeze, which y'all are about to walk through. Beyond this curtain lies a 100-foot-high hexagonal chamber containing giant-sized wooden table and stone chair. Dangling from the ceiling by iron chains are 6 crystal spheres with the they look like they're magically lit, and lit up enough that it keeps the entire room from top to bottom lit very brightly. As you look up, the ceiling is completely solid, but as you're looking on the ground, it looks like part of the ground is like sunken in a little bit. And as you all approach the table, like a spinning disc kind of floats down from the roof, and standing upon it are 2 people. And as they're coming down, Zephyros looks at the group. So, as I said before, Destiny has written that 6 would fix this problem we have. I found 2 of them already, and I thought that I'd found the other 4, but I wasn't sure until recent events. Unfortunately for your companions, the fates can be cruel sometimes. But it was not their destiny to fulfill this.
Who says it's destiny? Who decides?
I've
It's
spoken to
dark.
those on many planes, my little friend. I have seen it, and I know it to be true. I know mourning is still too near to your heart for you to see it, but one day you will look back and realize everything I've told you is true.
What is the task at hand?
As I'm sure you know, there's a problem with giants in the area. They have risen up, been shattered, if you will. The hierarchy that once was is no longer in existence. All giants are out trying to make their place in the ordering better, and the world will suffer for it.
So we're looking at the fallout of a revolt.
Not so much a revolt.
Sounds more like a collapse of their society.
The god of the giants grew angry with the complacency of my kin. They had all fallen in line and had become complacent, and he didn't feel that they were living up to their potential. So he shattered this ordering and made way for every giant, from the lowliest hill giant to the mightiest storm giant, to impress him and improve their lot within the ordering.
How did they do that?
Well, stone giants, for instance, they show their power by making great marvels of stone. Hill
Sound
giants,
dangerous.
they eat. The fatter you are, the more powerful you are. They've been rampaging through the countryside, stealing food from every village, town.
Okay,
Frost
that was the
giants,
problem.
frost giants, and fire giants, they find nothing more strong than martial prowess. So they're destroying everything they can get their hands on. They all have their own way to give honor to their god, all of which can be destructive in their own right. And as he's saying that, his eyes kind of glass over for a minute, like and he blinks, and he kind of comes back to, where y'all are at, and he's like, he looks down at all of you. Oh, hello. My name is Zephyros. It's, nice to meet all of you.
Oh lord.
When did y'all get here?
Oh, Penelope looks back to the rest of the group and I don't know what to make of this. This is, excuse me. You invited us in.
So as he says that, he looks around again. He's like, oh, good. All 6 of you have made it. Now we can get started, right?
Sure.
Yes.
Just humor him.
Good. All right. Well, we have a very long trip. Where were you going before I found you? Yes, you can.
We're going to. Well, we just told the gentleman that I would tell the wife of his friend. Do y'all want to go there?
I don't know. I want to hear more about this giant.
What was this about a wife of whose friend? What?
Oh, the wife of one of the people who died.
Xerek was married?
No, not Xerek, the townsfolk.
Townsfolk.
Oh, townsfolk. How many townsfolk died?
As far as we know, only
One of the guys
one.
was eaten by rats, I think.
Oh. This is kind of a horrible place. I don't want to stay here much longer than we have to.
Here, as in the town, or here as
Yes,
in?
no, this area,
jump
this
off.
region, the castle is actually kind of fascinating. I'm curious how it works. But no, I mean the region. Cave you guys visited, the town, it's nothing good here.
So, I'm trying. He looks perplexed, and he's looking down at the group, and he's like, "This isn't how this was. You two weren't here before. What are you doing here?" And he points at our two new peeps down here.
Are we supposed to see anything?
Should at the bottom, unless I didn't. Nope. Apparently, I just.
Literally still a black screen.
Yeah,
I thought it was
yep,
until I got
yep.
revealed.
I got you. Don't worry. Once again.
Okay, I see things now.
What about you, Matt? You see stuff?
Hmm.
Stuff and things?
Liam sees everything.
Okay, cool. So yeah, these are your two new companions that y'all haven't actually met yet, but get to now.
You see a stunningly beautiful man with his arms crossed, leaning against. Is this a table? Leaning against the leg of a table, kind of nonchalantly looking at everyone, taking a little bit too much time looking at the women.
Mhm.
His goddess is Sune, which you can tell by the big picture of a redhead woman emblazoned on his shield. For those of you who do not know who Sune is, she is the goddess of beauty and love. Because why the fuck not?
Your characters always have such a flair to them.
You know,
Right?
I picture this being like Pepe Le Pew.
Okay, let me stop my music.
That's great
Yes,
because
but
I'm
this
really
guy-
good with people.
His charisma is like 18, so he's Pepe Le Pew, but actually good.
Okay, cool.
But actually good.
And then you see a bald man with a marking on his head, and then on his hands, his clothing covers up the rest on his arms and his legs, and he just kind of stands there looking over everyone briefly before turning around to the giant. You invited us on here a little while before we stopped and got these two people. Never really explained yourself.
Well, my apologies. Odd. Did I hear someone saying you needed to go tell someone something?
Yes, we accepted. I already forgot her name.
It's in the
Request
chat.
to go talk to
Alestra
Alestra Ovar. Yes.
Do you know where she is?
In Tribal, the city of Tribal.
Ah, very good, very good. That's about a 12-day fly from here. So we better get going then, yes?
If y'all are ready to go, we can keep on with our new companions.
Oh, we're gonna get to fly in the castle?
It's not
Unless
as
you want
exciting as it
to
sounds.
walk for 2 months, yes.
No, this is much preferable to that. Thank you.
Very good, very good. So, he kind of looks around and, well, as you can see, I don't have accommodations for small folk, but I'll throw down some of my pillows and such, and you can lounge around on those. I would, however, ask that you stay down here because the second floor has very intricate instrumentation that could end very badly if disturbed. So I will get us to Tribor, and you're free to do whatever you want down here, but please, 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 just stay here.
This instrumentation you spoke of, is that what directs the castle and makes it fly?
Yes, it is an orb.
Could I see it? I don't have to touch it. I won't disturb it.
Maybe when we land.
Okay. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Very well, very well.
You know what? He probably won't remember.
So with that, he walks into that little disc in the center, and the thing starts to lift again, kind of like in a spirally motion. Oh, apparently. Oh yeah, she has been gone for a while. Okay. Well, apparently Nebula has lost connection. But yeah. So he goes to the next floor, and y'all are left here with your two new companions. Bring everybody in. Probably not underneath the disc, that'd be bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Grigor just moves off to the side and sits down cross-legged, taking out his scrolls and continuing his studying.
Penelope's gonna kind of approach, look up at Liam. Is that his name? She doesn't know it yet.
You don't
And then
know.
just awkwardly kind of excuse us, and walks over to the group.
As you're walking away, he's gonna grab your wrist, pull you close with one hand, kiss your wrist. His name's Liam. It's a pleasure. And he gives you a wink.
Cheeks go bright red. There's just and a blush on her face is very obvious and evident.
This is
Gonna
going to be
chuckle.
a fun character.
He's gonna chuckle, let her go, and start sauntering over towards the rest of the people.
Okay.
She's
Like how you're taking your time doing that too.
Oh yeah,
Um,
he is in no rush to go anywhere.
can we see outside at all? Are there any windows or?
Yeah, you can. As you begin to look outside, you see like the landscape starting to kind of turn into blue cloud or blue sky as the cloud starts to float up into the air. And you can't even feel it moving though. You know, you think with it being floating in the air and flying, it doesn't. It feels like nothing's even happening. And it's moving as it begins to fly forward. It's actually moving at a pretty good pace that you wouldn't really expect in this giant building.
I'm just gonna watch out the window for a while.
Okay.
okay. So this giant, he seems, nice enough. Like his intentions are honest. I'm a little concerned about his mental state.
That is a very fair concern.
How long have we been up here?
The two of you have been up here for a few days. These people for about 30 minutes.
Would we have any insight on this crazy man?
No, pretty much the same thing happened to y'all. I told y'all to stay down here. He went up to the second floor and didn't come back down until today when he came outside to get these people. Every night y'all went to sleep. Every morning y'all woke up, there was food on the table. Other than that, you never really got to talk to him.
I would have stayed awake all night at one point to watch what servants bring him his food.
Oh, right. He didn't have servants. Like the little thing would just come down, and the food would kind of just he would just bring it down and set it on the table, thinking he was being sneaky, and then he would just go right back up.
Oh, how boring.
Yeah.
Okay then.
I will say that give me a quick perception just for shits and grins. Liam, since you just decided to stay up.
What
Right.
did I miss for the past 10 minutes?
You just missed him showing the new companions. They've introduced themselves a little bit.
The giant
And-
forgets where he is in the conversation and thinks we haven't said
He's
anything. yet.
like me.
Right.
What is that?
Think more. Think more.
We're
Alzheimer's.
literally discussing how his mental state might be a problem, and then Nebula comes up. He's like me.
But he's taking out a Tribor right now, so it should be a 12-day flight.
So he says.
Yeah, he's a giant. We gotta trust him, right?
Well, you're already
More
off the
than
ground
we
and flying on his cloud, so you don't really have a point. Choice at this point.
As I was saying, I trust his intentions. I don't know if I trust his mental state.
When
He might
Hello?
forget.
I mean, you trust my mental state for the most part.
How long did he say the trip was going to be?
About
12 days.
11 and a half, 12 days, depending on, wind direction and such.
Okay.
When he picked my character up, did he take his horse with him or just him?
Oh, yeah, he just took you.
Damn
He
it!
ate that horse, man.
But with that perception check,
Chauncey!
you did notice that when he came down one day, he had some, random feathers kind of stuck to him in places, but you weren't sure what they are. You didn't get a hold of one or, really get a good look at them, but you did notice they were kind of like feathers.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I'm gonna say the rest of the day, y'all gonna kind of be lounging around, getting your grips on things. Some of y'all had a very, very close brush with death recently, and then you're still mourning your companions, while still kind of trying to figure out these other two. That kind of just plopped into your lap, and you're kind of going from mourning to kind of having to get to know some people that you're supposed to save the world with, apparently. So like I said, the first day, the rest of the day, nothing really happened. Just kind of lounge around, watch, see random birds fly by, stuff like that. You're really high up in the clouds at this point, high enough that you're above the clouds that are actually floating in the sky. Day 2, you wake up, and similar to whenever Grigor and Liam were on the down here, you wake up and there's food down here for y'all. More than enough, so y'all are able to eat and drink and everything else. Does anybody want to do anything on this day?
I want to hang out with the giant.
Oh, he doesn't
I wanna
come
go to
down.
I want to go to his quarters and hang out with him.
No, don't go upstairs.
That's another. He told you not to come upstairs.
That's okay. I'm gonna do it anyway.
Jesus Christ.
Right.
I knew
So
that was happening.
make me an investigation check, Nebula.
How did you not know this was going to happen? My goodness.
Right. So you look around the stairs. They've gone back up, and you look around searching for a switch or something to get the stairs to come back down, but you're not able to find them. So you kind of
How about a perception check?
no.
Are
How
there?
about a deception check?
No. So
How about an arcana check?
no. So like I said, the days really kind of just they're very uneventful. Y'all literally just waiting to get to your destination at this point, unless there's
So-
something y'all want to do or
I'm
say.
gonna
Are
approach
there any-
Ninga.
Are there any religious symbols around the inside of this enclosed area that we're in?
No, the only symbolism there is in here is those two statues on either side, and they're cloud giant statues.
Could I possibly do? Actually, no. I feel like there'd be no. Actually, could I do a history check to see if I could recognize anything from them?
Yeah. Right. So, I mean, like I said, they're cloud giant statues. They don't really give too much information, really. It's just kind of like a decoration thing he's had around. But one of them looks very similar to Zephyros, but maybe like when he was younger. It's got the same kind of facial features. The other one looks like just a more stern-looking Zephyros, but the features are different enough that it doesn't look exactly like him, but it looks similar.
And
They all look
when
the same.
when he was talking to us, would we have noticed like how he like when we first came in before the other group joined in,
Mhm.
would we have noticed how he acted? Like his face, would I have noticed his face changing at all when he like started acting different? His mind kind of skips or whatever.
No, his facial features don't really change. He literally just kind of has like a rewind button, more or
Okay.
less. Like he'll just kind of be like, just completely gap everything that's happened in the past, 20, 30 minutes and start over kind of thing.
Alright, well,
When you talk to the different planes of the universe, madness has a tendency to take hold of you.
well, Grigor just kind of sketches in one of the scrolls the two statues and then a memory of what Zephyros looked like, and then just wrote under them some notes.
Okay. Do y'all want to talk anymore to your new party members? Y'all kind of
Oh,
just...
and
Yes, I would like to have a conversation.
quick fact, quick check. All my notes are written in Elvish.
Okay.
But you're human?
Yes.
Both of you are human, if I understand correctly. Liam and Grigor?
Liam is a half-elf,
Okay, half elf.
hence the bastard part.
Ah,
His father
Aha.
was a human king. His mother was a elvish person of some sort that I will talk to you later, Adam, about.
Okay.
But he keeps his hood up for the most part, so you knowing him being a half-elf would probably take a little bit of guesswork.
All right. Like I said, if there's no more conversation or anything that happens on day 2, we'll move to day 3. It's up to y'all.
I think
Sure,
that's proper
sure.
morning time.
you can have a conversation on day 3 as easily as day 2.
Also, how would we know? Oh yeah, there are windows. Never mind.
All right. So yeah, once again, you just kind of lazily waste the day away. The days are very long, just because it's very boring. Nebula, you pass the time just by playing with Rilix and kind of trying to teach him tricks, but he's like a normal cat. Like he's very ornery.
I'd like to do another investigation check because I want to go up to the giant.
Okay.
Christ.
I just want to be friends with him.
All right, give it a go. See what happens. Once again, you're not able to find what makes this thing work.
100 d20.
But
All the dice.
A lot of ones in there.
yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all all go to sleep on day 2, and
During the... Sorry.
go ahead.
Continue. I was just going to say, during the course of the day, he would have gone to each person individually, kind of singled them out, and had a very brief, somewhat bored, but also alert conversation. Like, his facade is of bored nature, but he's very paying attention and introducing himself to each individual person. If they are particularly beautiful, he will be overly overt with it.
Okay.
Otherwise, it'll be
Well,
simple and calm. So
Okay.
there's that.
Grigor wouldn't have responded much, and as he would have came over, he would have rolled back up his scrolls and put them back in the container, sealing it.
Is someone howling?
No, my dad is currently, I believe.
Sounds like he's
seal.
killing a seal.
No,
I thought
he
maybe,
is
like, moving a
sawing
table.
something.
Oh. All right.
This is so weird.
All right. So day 3 comes, and like I said, you've kind of had your small conversations. You're kind of getting to know each other. Grigor, I'm just going to assume you probably meditate a lot of the time away.
Yes, a lot. Meditate and pray.
You can go.
So
On day,
yeah, what's up?
I would like to find Edward, our cleric friend, and sit down with him. Just do that thing where it's like it's really awkward. I have something that I want to talk to you about, but I'm not sure how to approach it. So I'm like, so you do death, right?
You could say that, yeah. If you have something on your mind, you can tell me.
Well, I was dead.
I'm aware.
I was properly dead. I was on the shore of the great ocean, and my ancestors were there, and I was ready to take my last voyage. And then I wasn't any.
Well, I can account on you not moving much, because I had halted your body's decay. But to you coming back, that's all the strength of your own spirit.
Ooh, that was a good response.
It's strange. I don't. Why am I not dead anymore?
Was there a reason you came back? A reason that you didn't listen to Death's call?
I don't know.
So I can't give you all the answers.
Well, then what's the point of you?
Oh,
To provide a path.
So you're a a priest, right?
Of sorts, yes.
Who do you worship?
I don't worship a god.
Can I overhear
I
this?
just... Yeah, you can totally overhear this. I'm not exactly like whispering.
Liam's
Good,
gonna walk
I-
over, put his
I
hand
want to
on
overhear
over,
this too.
put his hand on over Edward's shoulder, and kind of look at him, look him up and down. You're handsome. Have you ever considered maybe worshipping Sune? She's wonderful.
I
She
appreciate it.
respects the beautiful things in life.
Unfortunately, I'm not about beauty. In this world, there are those who try to evade death.
He is genuinely shocked at that. Like physically taken aback. Excuse me?
I have a reason for what I do. Unfortunately, it's not obeying the beauty of this world and helping it out. But respecting those that have died takes precedence over all to me.
He's gonna pause for a moment. I guess there's a certain beauty to that philosophy. Okay.
Go away. We were having a private.
Overhearing that small bit about religion and gods, he'd look up shortly, and then he'd take out one of his scrolls and start just looking over the gods to see if he's ever heard of Tsune.
Okay.
I'm cautiously watching Ninga because I don't know if she's alive because of me or not. So I'm gonna stick to Ninga like glue. So I'm gonna wait for their conversation to end, and then I'm gonna talk to Ninga.
Well, we appear to have been interrupted and carefully watched by all of the others, so I'm going to just kind of nod to Edward and wander off again.
Before
I'm
she
gonna-
leaves completely, I want to let her know that I'm always happy to listen to somebody's problems.
Also, Grigor isn't watching, by the way. He's just kind of sitting off by himself.
Thanks.
I was
friend.
creepily watching.
That is
No shame.
I do not care.
So I'm gonna follow Ninga, and I'm gonna be like, Ninga, hey, it's me, Nebula, your friend.
Is it
I-
Nebula or is it one of the others?
Ember.
Where are the others? What others? I'm Nebula. Do you
Okay.
see more nebulas? There's more nebulas than me. Anyway, I overheard your conversation. Hope you don't mind. Sorry.
Everybody
Um,
overheard the conversation. I was trying to be quiet.
Well, I was purposely listening. Sorry,
Yeah.
but
Sorry.
I just want you to know that it's okay. Sometimes the stars have better plans, and I don't think they were quite finished with you yet. And I'm glad that you're here, and you didn't die. And I'm just gonna walk away.
And I'm just gonna sit here with my feelings for a while.
Okay,
I love these inspirational talks Nebula gives.
I'm telling you. I need everyone to everyone roll me a perception check. Mhm.
Over there.
It's a perspective.
Perception.
Perception.
Perspective.
I was about to say,
What are you
Perspective.
we've been playing this game for how long now? Oh, there it is. Yeah, so as Nebula's talking to Ninga, you turn to walk away, and as you turn, you kind of catch a glimpse of something out of the window that catches your gaze. You see, you spot 9 very thin and lightly armored humans riding giant bird-like creatures. As you're watching, they land on the cloud, and you see them land on the cloud outside.
Do I
All
sense
their
if they're coming for a fight or anything?
they don't really portray that more necessarily, but as you're looking at them, all the riders are wearing steel helms that cover their eyes and resemble stylized bird heads. One of them, as you're kind of looking, has like a bag draped across, like a shoulder, like a satchel. And as it dismounts, you catch a look at it, and the bag is adorned with a smiling face.
Okay. So I'm gonna look over my shoulder back at Ninga, and I'm gonna be like, "We're no longer alone. We have company."
Do we have a way to call to Zephyrus?
No. He didn't leave you any way to communicate with him. He literally goes up there and doesn't
Ever come down.
come down.
Don't worry, I'm gonna find a way up there. Don't you worry.
So y'all gonna let them, as y'all kind of talking, you hear all of a sudden you hear like a very, as loud as it can be on a giant door, you hear like a boom, boom, boom. Giant, show yourself. We have business.
Hearing Nebula mentioning the people, he puts away his scrolls and then puts the container in his bag, and then just stands up and looks over to the door as the people slam on it. Don't fight right away, he announces to the group.
I pick up my shield and heft it up. If a fight happens, we need to be ready.
Is Penelope here?
These are normal sized
Yes.
people, right?
Okay, cool,
Not
cool.
giant.
Yes, humans. It takes. No, he wouldn't say that. It takes 2 to fight, and if you start it, you're always on the bad end.
He's gonna grab his lance, put it lean back against his table, cross his arms so the lance is running up the center of his body, tilt his head back, and just nonchalantly close his eyes, and say, "Hey, if a fight happens, I just hope it's not too ugly."
Yeah. So as y'all are talking, once again,
by
you
the way,
hear.
preparing for the worst.
Yeah, you hear another bang on the door. Bop, bop, bop.
Would I see the birds out of the window?
Yeah, like I said, you might not be able to see them on the map, but you can see them if you peek out
Could I do
the
a
right
second
side.
round?
They're on the right side of the building if you want to take a we'll say if you want to move over there and take a peek. You won't be able to see them on the map until you get outside, just because of the walls. But
Can
you gonna give me a nature check?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see here if I got something. Okay, yeah, so as you look out the window, this is what he sees. Anyone that looks out the window will be able to see it. This is before they dismount, but it looks like a giant vulture creature. It looks like a normal common vulture, just very large.
The rider looks like Hawkman. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, yeah. That's kind of the look they're going for. You know, they kind of give the appearance that they're bird-like. And yeah, so as like every time, like pretty much every few seconds, another pounding on the door. Zephyros doesn't really seem to care or notice. Like he's just oblivious to everything. He's just flying the cloud.
I'd like to approach the door.
Okay. Go ahead and move your character down.
Maybe if
Yeah,
we don't
I
answer,
can't.
it can go away.
My whole map is black, so I can't see anything.
Oh, I didn't give you your token either.
Yeah, no.
Son of a. All right, my bad.
Sorry, I'm just.
Well, I put all your tokens on your character sheets, so I figured if I dragged it from your character sheet, it would. But anyway, anybody else cannot see. Anybody else?
I can't
I
see.
guess fine.
Am I supposed to be able to see?
Oh yeah,
I guess
son
it's
of a.
fine.
Damn it! My bad, Ninga.
That was very Droop-like.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's my spirit animal.
I want
I
to
sliced him
straighten
in
up
half.
a
Is that
little
why you killed me
taller.
last week?
What?
Is
Is that why you killed me last week? Because I killed Droop, your spirit animal?
I killed you because you wandered off into a abandoned hallway by yourself.
You
Killing
broke
Drew probably
D&D
didn't
rule
help.
number 1: never leave the party.
But yeah, so where you're at right now, Nebula, is just curtains. You have to go through the curtains to get to the front door.
Curtains.
Okay, is this the front door?
Those little dotted lines, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
So I'm gonna look back at my party and I'm gonna open the door.
Well, you're through a curtain now. So.
Yeah.
Can she physically
still
open this
fine.
door?
Hold on a second, guys.
Strength check to open the door.
Yeah, just make sure you shut the door.
Yeah, I don't have any
Okay.
strength. It's 0.
Yeah, well, the door is it's rather large, but surprisingly enough, it's like it's well greased, or it's like maybe has magical properties. But like as soon as you start pushing, the door starts to swing open. And I don't know, are you trying to crack it or are you just opening it?
No, I'm opening it.
Okay, so as you push it, it swings open, and you see two people standing in front of it with 7 cultists, or 7 of the people wearing the bird-like helmets standing behind them. The 2 in the front look a little more important than the rest. And as you open the door, the one, your walk, okay. Cool.
Well, you were describing it, so I couldn't see them, so I figured maybe if I needed to come out, so I can see where I'm at.
No, that's fine. Just you can do what you're doing. Nothing's happening right now.
Okay.
I always forget to take the health bars off these dudes because you can't see hardly anything on the screen because they just got little green bars everywhere. But anyway, yeah. So you walk out and approach, and the one on the right that you approach looks at you and, "You're no giant. We have no business with you. Go find the giant now."
My bad.
If you have business with a giant, you have business with me. The giant's not available right now. Maybe you
What's
can come
your
back
business?
I step outside next to Nebula and look at the 2 in the front. Currently, we can't get to the giant, and he seems quite busy. If you are willing to wait, then you
No,
can wait
no,
on the bottom
no.
floor with us.
No, that will not do. And he goes to push his way past you to walk inside.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
All right, what are you gonna do?
Grigor just looks at him as he just steps aside briefly as the man tries to walk in.
What are you doing,
Yes.
Nebula?
Oh, I don't like the tone of your voice. Now I'm not gonna do what I was gonna
Well, you've already said you're not gonna let it happen. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah, you said you weren't
stand
gonna
in
let
his
this
way.
happen.
I'm gonna step into his way. I'm not gonna attack him. I'm just gonna step in his way.
You would do well, demon, not to hinder me.
If you know what I am, it would serve you well not to push me out of the way and state your business.
Both of you.
And if you're nice
Yeah.
about it, I'll get the giant. sir.
Did you just
Was
hiss?
that- I think she just hissed.
I thought maybe she had like a snot bubble or something.
So as he looks at you, he you hissed at him, and he's like, "I know you find yourself terrifying, but I can assure you that the person I work for would make a pet out of you in a heartbeat."
What is your business with him?
We wish to speak to him.
Gregor's just gonna
Our
walk
business,
back inside. And
our business is our own.
Yes, well,
I
now
say
it's
we let-
ours because we're in your way, so please just share.
Have you heard of Yan Si Bin by chance?
Oh,
History?
Yeah, everybody can roll a history check that was out here talking.
Gregor, what's going on out there?
Gregor looks up at Penelope and
You mean
just...
down?
Well, he's sitting down now.
So you look across.
Right. So, Nebula, you know, I mean, since you're kind of a demon, you kind of know a little bit about some evil stuff, but Yan Si Bin is the prince of evil air.
Correction. I have demon blood in me. I'm not a demon. Thank you.
Take a potato.
Yeah, anyway. So you know that he's the prince of evil air. And that these, by the look of these people, they're worshippers of him. So they're going to ask you again to step aside and let them in.
No.
Okay, then I'm going to need everyone to roll
wait,
initiative.
hold on. He's gonna
Wait.
Liam's gonna say, Nebula, I know we've just met, but what if you let them through? What harm will it do? Giving her a wink.
And everyone do me a favor real quick, before we get going any further. Put your character where you would actually be for this conversation, so that when we start, we don't have to worry about that.
I'm
Okay.
confused. Is this where, like, because I can't see behind this curtain, is this where it's all going on?
Yeah, like through the
Yeah,
curtain
over.
is where the front door's at. So if you're not looking through the curtain, you can't see. But
He's
let me
leaning against the corner of the wall.
let me look at something here. It's
Uh,
weird that you can't see through that curtain. I don't know why. There's no dynamic lighting on there.
Gregor kind of already stated he wasn't going to hinder them in coming.
Right? No,
inside,
yeah, you're
so-
good. I'm just for everyone else
Okay.
that's talking or giving their input. I need to know where they're at.
Penelope, Gregor looks at Penelope and says, if you want to know, go to the front. I'll continue my studies. And he takes out a scroll. After overhearing the group, he writes down how he believes it would be spelled. He writes down how he believes it would be written down and just circles it. And
All right. So, do you listen to Liam, Nebula, or do you continue blocking?
I'm gonna listen to Liam. I'm gonna give him like a devil grin and be like, be my guest, but
Okay.
watch your back.
So as she starts to smile at you, Liam, you see those pointy teeth that she has, kind of like a little smirk, and that one little tooth kind of sticks out. And she just kind of steps to the side to let these two walk past, and they start to make their way inside. Ninga, they run into you once they enter the door. Do you say or do anything?
what am I doing?
Oh, they walked into the door, and you're kind of standing there. Do you hinder them, or do you let them walk past?
I will let them walk past.
Okay.
I'll keep an eye out if they try and attack anybody. I'm going to be upset, but I don't see the harm in letting them into this area because, you know,
If anything,
we haven't figured out a way to get up to the giant, so I don't see what harm they can do.
I mean,
and if anything, we now have them surrounded, so.
Yeah, that's
only Ninga's really looked at them.
Okay.
Well,
So-
only Ning.
So after they
Nebula.
come in, I shut the door. This door is shut. The rest of their party cannot come in.
Okay.
Does the door lock?
It does now.
God.
Did
So she shuts it and it latches, but there's no visible lock on it. Like there's no like way to bar it. I mean, you could probably prop something in there if you have something, but there's no way for you to physically lock it that was already built into the door. So these two people make their way into the center of the room and kind of look around. They finally get a look at how many people are in here, and the one that was talking before is going to speak up again. The other one's just kind of looking around. He's a rather quiet person, but this is peculiar. Why is there so many of you here? And where is this giant? We must speak to him now.
Why
He's
are you here?
upstairs.
Lie in the castle.
Well, how do we get upstairs to speak to him?
Your guess is as good as ours.
They're starting to become a little more agitated because
investigation check really quick.
For what?
I mean, not insight check to see if I could notice any like nefarious, like in their voice if they're trying to hide anything nefarious.
Yeah, sure. Right. I mean, you get the feeling that they're, not necessarily nefarious, but I mean, it's not very often you see people seeking out cloud giants. You know what I mean? It takes a certain kind of person to want to do that.
Okay.
But does everybody roll me a quick history check that's gotten to see them again, like up close, now that you kind of have seen. Right. So Edward and Penelope, now that y'all gotten to actually look at these people and kind of get a look at their masks and the way they look, y'all have heard in your studies or, just around of a group that worships the god of, the evil air, the Yansi Bin. And they're known as the Howling Hatred is the group that comes to mind when you see these people.
Eesh.
Oh yeah, I meant to ask you this when they mentioned Yansi Bin. Could I do a religion check on that?
Well, I've already told Nebula that he's just the Prince of Evil Air. It's really all there is to know about him.
For my character to see if he knows.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, you're not 100% sure who he is.
Mm-hmm.
But as they kind of walk in, they're looking around. They're like, "We'll go fetch him. We must speak to him."
I don't fetch anyone.
All right, so I
You're
mean,
welcome to have a seat and eat, but
they're starting to get very agitated with the fact that y'all aren't letting them speak to the giant. They feel like y'all are purposefully hindering them from.
Look, it's not a matter of not doing it because we're unwilling. We have no way of getting a hold of him.
I'm gonna sigh deeply, and I'm gonna start walking because I watched him come down that one night. I'm gonna walk towards wherever he comes from, and just gently knock on the door. Where is it?
No, it's the circle. It just goes up.
Yeah, it's a circle disc that comes down from the ceiling.
I'm gonna stand there and I'm just gonna knock on the floor.
It comes down from the ceiling.
Yeah,
I'm knocking on the floor.
Yeah, so
I'm just gonna
nothing
knock on the
happens. Nothing happens.
And I'm gonna look to them. This is where he shows up when he would like to show up. If you're wanting to wait, we'll try to figure it out. Be our guest, but we
Yeah,
don't
back
know
guys,
how
y'all
to
can
get to him
talk.
either.
Yeah,
Be a guest. Be a guest.
All right. So whoever said that you're not hindering them on purpose, make me a persuasion check.
Oh, bitch! I'm proficient in that shit.
that was
What happened? What are we discussing?
Whoever-
6 and I
It's
still got a 9.
Just whoever was talking. So you begin to tell them this, and they they don't believe you. They really feel like you're hindering them on purpose. Everyone needs to go ahead and click on your token and roll initiative because these people are going to. Hold on, don't do it yet. Don't do it yet.
Don't do it yet.
Now do it.
Fucking bullshit.
We always end up in combat.
Do the people outside know?
You don't know yet.
Oh my god, he rolled a 3 and a 4.
I don't know how many of these I've rolled so far. 1, 2, 3, 4. What the hell is that? Somebody coloring?
Oh, sorry, that's me.
Oh, okay. I was like, what is that?
Yeah, no, this time I'm working on a sketch for the GM.
Okay. Alright, so Grigor, you're up as these two guys they pull out their daggers and their hands kind of start to glow with a little bit of energy, and they tell you that they don't have time for these games. You will get the giant now or you will all die.
He looks at them and just sets down his case of scrolls, and stands up. I don't want to cause any trouble. Now, you can wait like the rest of us are, and every night he comes down with a whole table full of food.
Does he?
I bet you'll see him then. Yeah, we were told that every day there's a new table of food. So if you can wait till then.
But does he bring it down himself?
Yes.
I'm just saying, I'm saying he, because that's as far.
Well, I wouldn't have told
assuming he
anybody
is.
that. I wouldn't have told anybody that.
I'm assuming he is. I'm not saying that I know.
Alright.
I mean, he's the only one we know that's in here, other than this group and now the new people as well. So if you wait until then, I assure you, you'll probably see him.
I assure you, you will probably.
Yes.
Right, so as you say that, the one on the left has been quiet this whole time. Unacceptable. And he
Grigor sighs and then runs up to, with a quick dash, he runs up to the one closest to him with the dagger.
Ooh, yeah.
And then with flurry blows. It's 2 or 1?
Well, you get to use a bonus action to use an extra attack, and then flurry of blows to do another. So that'll be your bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll do 1 more if you use the key point to use flurry of blows.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so the first 2 hit, the third one does not. So roll damage on that second one. Alright, so 8 piercing and 6 bludgeoning. So you run up, stab with your dagger, and then as you pull it out, you roundhouse.
Oh wait, no, I hit the wrong one. It doesn't matter.
I'm
confused.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You've got it entered in wrong, I think.
No, I thought
good.
I hit the third one. Back.
So you do 14. No, yes, 14.
Yes, 14.
14 points of damage to the guy right here. What the hell? Where is health?
This
Oh,
one.
damn it! I took it off. All right, so. All right. Anything else you'd like to do? Well, you've used your bonus action. You've attacked.
Yeah.
Okay.
And flurry of blows doesn't affect him since that one didn't hit him, right?
No, you didn't hit him with it, so you don't get to use the effects.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the cultist, one of the cultists outside's up. He's gonna roll a perception check to see if he can hear anything. It's gonna have to be rather high. I'm not just gonna let it be automatic, but Ooh, all right, yeah. So he rolled a 17.
Oof.
So he hears the muffled, voices, and all of a sudden he hears a scream as you stab his, one of his commanders. He hears like a ah, and he motions for all the other cultists. He points to the door and tells them, "Hurry inside!" And he's gonna start making his way inside. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And Nebula. Well, yeah, Nebula. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna move.
Nebula, did you add +5 to your initiative, by the way?
No,
Okay.
I
Well,
did not.
we'll have to figure out a way to do that because you took the alert feat instead of doing it.
You can add initiative bonuses on your character sheets.
Okay.
Let's see.
It's in the gearbox.
Okay. I'll look at that. Go on with your turn there, Nebula.
Yeah, it's the first little rectangle there. Second thing
Initiative
down.
modifier.
Initiative modifier.
On the gearbox.
I'll take care of it, Nebula. Just do your turn.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna move out the way because I'm not about to die today,
Sorry. Okay.
and
All right,
then
go ahead.
I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast. Not cast, but use a cantrip. Eldritch Blast.
On this one closest to you? Yep, that'll do it.
Awesome.
Right.
Yeah, you dead, son.
So you just kind of call on this, the force that's inside of you, and as you extend your arm, like the little constellations on your arm starts to ripple, and the ones for Eldritch Blast starts shining very brightly. You just blast this dude, and he takes 12 points of damage. Not dead, but he's seen better days.
Catch me outside. How about that? I'm just kidding.
You did not just say that.
Oh god.
All right.
It's never ending.
The cultists are going to start making their way in. Oh, that's not what I wanted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Side note, what are your favorite
I'm back.
stealing cantrips?
What?
I get 3 cantrips of my choice, and they can be from any class. So I want damage stealing cantrips.
What happened while I was gone?
How many feats did you take?
Oh no, it's my pack. Like it
Oh.
was from level 3. I went with
Gotcha.
the pack tome with the Book of Shadows, so I get 3 cantrips, but I can pick from any class. And I never
Alright.
added them to
Yeah,
my
well,
cantrip.
you'll have to just look at that while you're in free time.
Well, yeah, but I was
Oh,
putting
you
it
want-
out to the group.
Oh, well, do you want the book so you can look at it, or do you got a list out there?
No, I
Yeah.
was just asking them, like, what they
Edward,
knew
you're
off
up.
the top of their head.
All right. Let's move into combat here. And as an
I'm gonna put a
action, I'm
line
going to
inside.
summon my spirit weapon.
Okay.
Check out that link,
I
Gemma.
figure I would use it enough that it'd be at the top of my list, but
I barely got it last round.
no, but I've used it a lot in other
Thank
games. Where do you want it at?
Right here next to me.
Okay.
And then as the bonus action, I'll attack with it on the cultist that's right next to both of us. Ooh,
Nice.
Oh,
That'll do.
are you sure?
well, I clicked to roll damage, but it's not rolling the damage. Oh, that's right, I have to pick what to cast it as.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah. So you come running in, and like the cult, you throw the curtain open, and the cultist, like his eyes, you can see through the mask a little bit. His eyes kind of widen as he gets ready to hit you, and you just kind of stand there, and your holy symbol starts to glow a little bit, and this little ghostly scimitar appears, and before he can even turn to do anything, it just slices right across his throat and chops his head off,
Oh,
and he
Nice.
drops to the ground.
And that's all I got.
You're gonna stand there,
Yeah.
or is that all your movement? Okay.
yeah, he used his bonus action and everything. Dude.
All right. Cultists. Let's see which one. Okay, that one. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No ranged attacks, so 5,
Thank
10,
God.
15, 20, 25, 30. And
You guys haven't seen what this bitch can do. I'm so excited. I
Penelope.
planned something out with a lance. It is evil.
You're up, Penelope.
This guy here has been hit twice or just once?
They've each been hit once.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Suggestion on this one on the left.
Okay. What do I gotta roll for that?
I will cast it right here. Is Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
DC 14.
So wisdom.
Yep.
He rolled an 8.
I'm going to
Oh.
tell him to.
Is this a charm, technically?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay, so he has advantage, and he rolled a natural 20 with advantage.
Okay, so that doesn't work. So she's gonna tell him to wrap himself up in the curtain. He's gonna resist, and then she's going to back up.
Right, so you say that, like, wrap yourself in the curtain, and kind of like do your little Cassie thing, and he just kind of looks over at you like, no.
Like, what? No.
Ninga.
Right, so I guess we're fighting these guys. I guess.
Yes.
It has come to this.
Oh. I'm going to move to stand. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. No, I don't love that. Oh god, I'd be in range of everything.
They don't. Oh yeah.
That's fine.
I mean,
Alright,
if you just attack the leader.
in
Actually,
between
no.
guy and take a swing at him.
That will hit. So you run in. You kind of, as you run through, you pass straight through that spectral-looking scimitar. I'm not sure if you've seen it before. So, you just kind of throw the curtain open and move in, and you kind of feel it, like the coldness of it kind of pass through you. Right as you come down with this great axe, and you hit the cultist right on the collarbone, and almost like bury that great axe all the way down to his belly button. You got to kind of like kick him off it to.
Yeah.
And any hesitation you've had from being, to the brink of death and back again, as you kind of get in the rage of battle again, you're kind of starting to like wear off of you, and you're kind of starting to gain that confidence back that you used to know and love from being in battle.
I'm still really good at killing stuff. Yeah.
I can still do the things.
Liam. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. It is.
Stop it yawning.
I gotta do this.
Sorry, I literally woke up for a nap like an hour before we started this.
I'm just checking measurements. And I just can't reach, so he's not going to move. He's going to stand there. And he is going to attack him.
Okay.
With a cantrip. Booming
Okay.
Blade. That misses, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay, and then I'm going to cast the spell Shield of Faith. As a bonus action.
Okay. So that on yourself.
Yep.
Very good.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
take, I'm going to step back 15 feet in a direction.
Very good.
Thank you.
All right. So this cultist here, being attacked by you, Liam, is you've gotten his attention. Oh, that is not what I want. So he's going to reach out and grab. He's going to cast second level spell on you. He's going to cast Hold Person. I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw.
I don't think so.
Right, so he kind of reaches out, and you see him looking at you, and he puts his hand out like he's trying to do something, and you feel like this pull on your consciousness and like on your body to kind of like hold you in place, and you feel that spiritual energy within you, and you just kind of shake it off, and you kind of look at him.
I'm gonna blow him a kiss. It's just a gesture that it didn't work.
All right. Okay, so the last cult is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is going to make a scimitar attack at you, Ninga. A 15.
15. No.
Okay. So it comes running in and tries to slice at you, and you like just kind of duck out of the way, and it hits the stone behind you, and little sparks kind of fly in the air. This last, this other guy that's in here, he's in hand-to-hand combat with Grigor. He's going to reach out at you, Grigor, and try to grab a hold of you. And he's going to cast it at 2nd level. A 7.
To hit?
Yeah.
Nothing. No.
Son of a bitch, that was going to be awesome. Anyway, so he tries to grab you, and you feel this energy coming out of him, and you kind of just slap his hand off you before that energy gets to the end of his hand to do damage to you. And you're up, Grigor.
Okay. I kind of just toss my dagger back to the bag behind me, and I do 2 unarmed strikes on him with my action and bonus action.
Okay. That'll hit. And that will... that will not hit. The second one does not hit.
Okay.
But the first one, you...
Oh, and then I'm going to use Flurry of Blows.
Okay. That's also a miss.
Okay.
So you go to hit him, and I'm going to say the first 2 miss. And as he's kind of done, you hit him with the last one. Not the flurry of blows, but just you hit him with your last punch. And he staggers back, and he's dazed, like he's kind of wobbling on his feet, but he's not dead yet. So we have a cultist here who's going to move up and attack Uninga with a scimitar. A 12?
Nope.
Okay. Nebula.
Nebula. I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
On this guy right here?
Yes.
Okay, that is a miss.
Cool.
You let that beam of energy come out, and he's able to dodge out of the way this time, and it hits the wall behind him, and little stones and stuff start to fly off.
Okay.
And we got some cultists going here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And scimitar attack on you, a 6.
No.
Grigor. These guys are
Nope.
the worst. All right. Let's see. Edward.
All right.
Please be scissor hands and do something awesome.
Here. Then, as a bonus action, I will use the scimitar on this fellow here.
Okay.
The
The spiritual weapon.
The spiritual weapon, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why I have a hard time with that.
That is a miss.
All right. Then to follow up, I'm going to use pepper spray.
Okay.
Pepper spray. I love it.
That's a hit.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do a 7 bludgeoning.
Okay. Yeah. So the spiritual weapon misses. He kind of ducks out of the way, and as he stands up, you just smash him with pepper spray for 7 damage. He staggers. Stands up. He's got blood coming out of his nose, corner of his mouth, and he's starting to breathe a little heavier. But he's
Stings, doesn't it?
yeah. He's still standing.
That pun is too.
Oh man! So the cultist right below you, Edward, is going to try to swing at you with a scimitar for a 14.
No, sir.
Okay. Who's next? They can't hit shit.
I feel like Dome is slightly disappointed in this right now.
These guys aren't that good. This cultist is going to move up behind you to give him the flanking ability, and he's going to try to hit you with a scimitar as well.
Okay.
A natural 1 and a 16. So a 16.
Wow. No, sir.
No? Okay.
Too
Penelope.
bad it wasn't the nat 1. That would have been funny to see. Penelope?
Okay, Penelope will scoot up here. She's gonna wave her hands about a bit, kind of put them out in front of her, fingers extended in kind of a cone shape, and she's gonna cast Burning Hands.
Yes, you are.
But it's not fire that comes out, more of a shockwave of just force, almost like a shockwave off of an explosion.
So, okay.
And we're gonna make this a strength saving throw for half damage, and this is gonna be force damage, not fire damage. The DC 14 strength.
And it's a 15-foot cone?
Yep. So this will be
These, so I'm guessing you're going to kind of get these two and then him?
all
Okay.
these three here.
Alright, so strength for the first one, a 13, a
Nope.
4, and a 19. So the two in the front fail and the one in the back passes.
What
Two
are
in the
you?
front- Two in the front take 10 force damage.
Right,
One
so,
takes 5.
okay, so you reach your hand out and you push with your hands, and the two in the front, you push them and they fly back and hit the corners of these walls back here, and right back here. And as they hit, you can hear like bones cracking, and as they fall to the ground, they don't move anymore. They're dead.
And then with the
Nice.
remainder of her movement, she will skip back the last 5 minutes.
Okay. Ninga.
So I turn to the guy in front of me and I say, "Are you ready to surrender?"
He spits at your feet and tells you never.
Hey, Lisa was at your feet.
Time to rage then.
Oh, rage time, rage time.
Rage time. All
Did
right.
you bite your thumb at Lisa?
So this guy actually no, this guy, because he's flanking my buddy.
Okay,
I'm gonna take a swing at him with my great axe.
that'll do it.
So he gets rage damage,
Okay,
and that one.
right.
Oh,
So the rage damage was enough to kill him, but you come down and like as you're coming down, like the fire in your eyes, like you can almost literally see fire coming out of your eyes. And you just come down and like right as you get ready to hit him, you turn the great axe at the last minute and you hit him with the flat end, and his body just crumples like an accordion and just kind of falls to the side.
Nice. And then to finish up, I'm gonna Storm of Fury.
Oh shit.
This guy.
Okay, so dexterity save. He failed, so you hit him, and then as you do that, you're raging. And instead of fire in your eyes, since you got this storm thing, you get like instead of fire, it's lightning, it's kind of crackling in your eyes. And you smash him, and as you come back up, you reach out at this other guy and point at him, and you're just like, "You!" And lightning just strikes him dead.
It's so metal.
badass.
Yeah. All right, that's my turn.
Okay. Just death and destruction in this little corridor over here. Liam.
He's gonna come over here. He'll take the attack of opportunity should he so choose to take it.
Yeah, he'll swipe at you real quick. A 21.
Oh, okay, that actually hits.
Yeah, 6 slashing damage. You run by, he just like swipes at you real quick, trying to get it, any kind of damage on anybody at this point, because they're just getting their ass kicked. You know what I mean? He's just trying to take anybody with him. He takes 6 slashing damage.
I'm gonna turn to this guy, knowing that he can walk towards me freely without taking attack of opportunity from him. Right? Like, he can steps, he's still within, so he can close the gap.
Yeah.
I'm going to Booming Blade him again. Our new guy. Will that hit?
Yeah.
No, I think that misses. Sorry.
So-
18 damage?
Right, so you run up, and even though you're not on a horse, you still kind of got that form. You're kind of running up, and at the last minute, you just thrust this lance and just stabs him right in the sternum, and it goes about 6 inches out of the back of his body. And like as you're pulling him, it kind of bumps Edward, and that's what kind of gets him off the end of it. And Edward kind of kind of falls forward, but like, what the hell? And he sees you kind of standing there.
Is he dead or alive?
Oh, he's
Shit.
dead, way dead.
He's super dead.
Shit, I did that too good.
Yeah, he's way dead.
See, what I'm going for is the lance. Because it's a reach weapon, I can hit people from 10 feet away doing Booming Blade. and then when they step forward to close the gap, they take the additional thunder damage.
Yeah, I feel you.
Pretty cool. You know, if you don't kill him with the first hit.
I will say this: that roll is max damage on everything.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that's a pretty hardcore right there. All right, Cultist is up and he's gonna attack Ninga. He's standing right next to her. Pretty scared at this point, but a 15.
Nope.
Okay, yeah. So terrified, he doesn't hit you. And Grigor, you're up.
I look at the man right next to me, and I say one last time. So, are you willing to stop, or do we have to kill you as well?
Well, seeing as y'all can't really see what's happening on the other side of the curtain, y'all don't really know what's going on over there.
Yeah.
Don't?
What's up?
Anything? Oh, you didn't respond. I was saying to the man.
Oh yeah, I said that y'all are on the other side of the curtain, so he doesn't know that his whole troop has been murdered yet.
Oh, okay. And then with that, I just hit him with 2 unarmed strikes, or attack him with 2 unarmed strikes.
Yeah, those both. Yeah,
Nice.
those both hits. And you say that, and he's just kind of like looks at you with a determination, like he's gonna kill you. And he tries to swipe at you, and as he does, you kind of dodge and come up with an uppercut. And he's already dead at this point, but you punch him again to like knock him to the ground, and you punch him to death.
May you rest easy with the sword. And with that, Rigor kind of just steps back off to the side to his items.
All right, Nebula, you're up. You don't see anyone in the room with you. So as far as you're concerned at this point, there's no one really that's a threat. You do hear fighting on the other side of the curtain, though. You're not sure what's going on.
Okay. Can I search the bodies, or do I need to go attack some stuff? Because I will.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and search the body if you want.
I'm gonna search the body.
Right, so you go to search the body. You find a bag. As you pick up the bag, though, you kind of start picking it up, and it starts to kind of move a little bit. And this little creature comes out of it.
You get all the pets.
No, this is definitely not a pet.
I was gonna say you guys can
Animal
have my
handler.
pet cat.
It's a stalker. Oh,
That's
shit.
cool.
So,
Terrifying.
as you,
I'm gonna keep that bag. I'm gonna like throw it on my van. Like, do I fall down? What do I do? Do I give an attack or anything?
I mean, yeah,
Surprise me?
as you pick it up, it kind of pops out. It surprises you, but you can kind of do like a reactionary kind of like, oh shit, you know?
Okay. And one of these, I don't know, I'm like, we're close, right?
Yeah.
And I actually have one that,
Yeah, you're within melee range, so you're like hand to hand.
yeah. Give me 1 second. I think it might be this one. No. This one.
Y'all just thought that the fight was actually those guys.
Yeah. Yeah. bad
It's
luck,
about to
isn't it?
go down.
I'm gonna do sucking grabs. Can I like touch it? Are we like next to each other, right?
Yeah, no, he's in your face. Like as soon as you touch the bag, he popped out of it.
Oh shit. Oh, you know what? I didn't do all that thing. Oh crap. Sorry, I was trying to enter it in my thing. What is this? A 1d8. So I roll a d8.
Hold on. Let me look at your character sheet. See what you did.
Or I just put them on the spells. I haven't like under cantrips. I haven't actually.
Right, you have it as spell card, not attack. So that's one reason. Spell attack. Oh, stop. Melee. What's damage?
The damage is gonna be
1d8 lightning.
1d8.
1d8 lightning. What does it get for higher level?
Extra
increases
D8 at
by
fifth
one
level.
When
d8.
you reach 5th level.
At 5th level? Okay, cool. Alright, so roll it again. Should work.
Okay. Shocking grasp.
There it is.
Right, so you reach out to try to touch this thing, and it, as you go to touch it, it just kind of like, you reach out and it kind of, it like dissipates, and then you pull your hand back in kind of amazement, it kind of reappears in front of you.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, I can't do a reaction, right?
No, not right now, because something has to happen before you can react to it.